Hey there, Deborah Donaldson here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can create a lead magnet totally for free. And I'm going to be using two tools. These tools are free to use, and I'm going to be walking you through how to get them set up and how you can create your lead magnet totally for free. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to start off by explaining what a lead magnet is. So a lead magnet is typically something that's free, and it is something of value. And the reason why it needs to be something of value is that it needs to be a great enough product that people are willing to exchange their email address in order to get what it is that you're offering. So some people call it an ethical bribe. So what ends out happening is you are going to get traffic to your free offer. And the free offer is in here, and you might have what's called a PDF or a free checklist or a free video series. It can be just about anything, but typically it's free. And then on this page, there's, maybe some description. Learn how to do this and avoid this, and use this tool to make sure you don't miss any steps. And then the person is going to enter their name and their email address there. So the reason for doing this is so that you can build your email list. So it is really important that you have something that is worth that is of value, like I said, that people are willing to give their email address for. So then what happens after they enter their email address and maybe their name, some people require that or not, is they are going to go on to the next step, which is the thank you page or bridge page. But at the same time, what's happening is their email address is going into what's called an autoresponder. And I will be showing you one a little later on in this video because I'm going to be using one to show you how all this goes together. So they go on to the bridge page, and on the bridge page you've got your video right there where you will be talking about the product. Here's what you're going to be getting. The free PDF is going to be delivered to your email, so keep your eyes out, make sure you whitelist, whatever you want to say on your thank you page. And then if you do happen to have an upsell or another offer, you can say for more information, click this button below, and it's going to take them on to the offer. So meanwhile, like I said, these names have been entered into your autoresponder here. And the whole point of that, like I was saying, is so that you can follow up with emails. And so most people don't purchase, the offer the first time they see something. They need some follow-up emails. So each of these emails is going to either go back to the sales page or to the offer because you've already got their email address, and then you're going to be following up with your customers. And so over time, you're going to be building a group of people on your email list that want to hear from you, they're interested, and they, down the road, are going to purchase products from you because they've learned to know, like, and trust you, and they know that you provide great products. But the way that you're going to get their email address onto your list is via typically via some free product, whether it's a PDF, video, or something like that. So let's go into how I'm going to create my PDF. So for creating my PDF or my lead magnet, I am going to be using a free program called Canva. Now, some people do upgrade to Pro, but I've been using the free version for a long time, and it is plenty good enough. The only difference with the Pro level is that you get more templates that you can use for creating your products. So for creating your lead magnet, you might be thinking, but I'm a beginner. I don't really know what I should be talking about. Well, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can go online, watch some YouTube videos on the topic, do a little bit of research, or if you have purchased a product and you've learned a few things, you might say, hey, get my free PDF of 5 tips that I learned, which improved my sales or something whatever, something. And in order to create your PDF, like I said, you're going to be using Canva, which is free. And you can use either like a flyer or you can use brochure. Each one of these templates is totally, you can edit it. So, or if you want to do a checklist, you can say checklist, and there's a number of templates that will come up. And you can use any one of these to create your free PDF. Now my internet is a little bit slow because I've got these other windows open, so I'm going to pause. Oh, here we go. So checklist. You can do something like this. We'll pick this checklist, and I want to show you how easy Canva is to use in terms of creating your checklist. So it's pulling it up here. You can create multiple copies of it. Say you want to change the background. So I've clicked on the background here, and then there are some options, color options here. So if I want to do purple, just click on the color there, or orange. Ooh, that's nice and bright. Well, let's go a little bit lighter. Okay, so that really stands out, my checklist. And then I want to call it, let's see here. I'll just, because I'm an affiliate marketer, I'll just say affiliate marketing checklist. And then as you can see, this is a little bit big for that area, so I can make this box a little bigger. So you can do that, and and then you can actually move it up a little bit, and then I could say my top 10 things I learned. So top 10 things I learned. Okay, so number 1 could be this business takes work. So you can see how easy it is to modify this checklist. If you want to add an image to the background, you can go to elements here, or you can go actually to backgrounds, and you can pick a different background to show up. Like if you didn't want just a solid yellow, you could pick a different kind of background. And it usually says in here whether or not it is free or if it's something that needs to be paid for. Some of the special effects you need to pay for, and it will say that you need the pro version in order to use that template. Different elements, if you wanted to add different stickers. So you can see here, this one says pro. That one is not free, and you would need to upgrade in order to use it. So there are other ones that are, okay, this one is needs to be paid for as well. So typically they say free when they're free. This is, you can use different videos, you can add some music, add frames. So there's just a ton of different things that you can use to create your either a PDF or a checklist. Like I said, if you're willing to spend a couple of dollars, there are sites that offer what are called PLR or private label rights, so you can purchase something that you can use as a free giveaway. But this video is about free methods. So what I would do is I would go to Google and I would type in, you could type in your article, like 10 things I learned from affiliate marketing, and see what comes up. And you don't want to just copy what you read, but maybe mix and match, put it in your own words so that it is unique to you. If you've been in affiliate marketing for a while, you could do a training course, like 10 lessons I learned, and then have a video lesson, the first lesson for free. And then, so there's all different kinds of things you can do. I'm kind of making this more complicated than it needs to be. So use Canva to create your free PDF. So then the next thing is, so I've got my PDF. How am I going to get my list? How am I going to get people on my list? How am I going to get this product to people once they do actually, say that they want this thing? Well, I'm going to tell you about an email autoresponder called GetResponse. And GetResponse is free for your first 800 subscribers. So that should take you a little while to get to. And then after that, you would need to upgrade to more of a subscription type membership to this autoresponder. But the autoresponder is very powerful, and you can see all of these different areas here. So you can create, what we would need to do is create a landing page, which if you remember I told you about at the beginning, where people are going to enter in their name and email so that they can get connected to your email list. So we are going to create a landing page, and I'm going to say create new. And let's see here, self-knowledge online, or this is going to be our PDF, so we're going to say select this, and this gives you an idea of what it looks like, your lead magnet title, and then here's the button that they would click to either download right away, or you could say you could put in like name and email so that they actually go to your list. So we'll just say free PDF. And the next step. So this is where you're going to have your builder. This is a totally free drag and drop builder. So you can customize it again however you want. The one thing I didn't show you is once you get your checklist created here in Canva, you will want to download it to your computer so that you can upload it to your email autoresponder. And you would do that via this share button here. You would say download, and then you would say download. So it's going to go to my download folder. Okay, so back here to the email autoresponder, it's still loading. So here we go. If you have a logo, you can add that in there. Free download. We're going to say 10 things I learned from affiliate marketing. And let's see here, let's move this out of the way, and then we don't want that, so I just click delete. Free download. If you want to put in a different picture, you can click on this and change the image, or you can click on the garbage can and delete the image. You can go to download now, and you can see here you get this that looks like a chain link. This is where you would put in your link to your product. So you can either use Google Drive and make a shared document, or you can upload it directly to GetResponse and then put that link in there. So 10 things I learned. Okay, and you can either have it download now. Lead magnet, what's inside, benefit, and then they're going to sign up here. So actually, if we wanted to make this a lot simpler, we could delete this whole section. We could delete this whole section. And we could say sign up to get access, and this is where they would do their name and their email address. And so you would connect this up. What others have to say, we don't need that whole thing, so we can delete that. And we're gonna delete this part here too, because we really want to make this a lot simpler. So here we've got the thing, and actually I would probably get rid of the download now button, because what I want is for them to enter their name and email address so that they can get it. So the other things that I would change is typically you want the place where people enter their email address to be what we call above the fold, so they don't have to scroll to get to it. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to see if I can move this up at all. So in an ideal situation, you would actually want to have this up above the fold, because you don't want people to have to scroll in order to enter in their name and email address. But for this example purpose, I'm going to leave it how it is. This is what they're going to see, and they're going to enter their name and email in order to get it, and then we're going to go on to the next step. You always want to save too as you go along. So on the next step, what you're going to do is you've got your account, you've got your item description. You can type a description. This is what you're going to get. You've got, you can put in the list that you want the people to go to and what email you want them to start on. So if you've got a welcome email, here's your PDF, then that's the email you would want them to start on, because if you're promising something free, you want to make sure that they get whatever it is that you promised right away. So that is how you connect up your free PDF to your email autoresponder, and you've got your lead magnet set up completely for free. And this is something that you can use to grow your list for free. So what you would use is your subdomain. You could use that. You could select your domain, and then that's what you would use when you're doing your marketing. You could put this out and say, hey, if you want my free PDF, go ahead and click here. People would click here. They would go to your landing page, enter in their name and email. Their email would go to GetResponse, and then they would get their free PDF, and they would be in your autoresponder series where you could follow up with them regularly and do your promotions. So I hope you found this to be helpful. This is a free method for creating your lead magnet, free giveaway to start building your list.